I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Wednesday, June the 12th, brought to you in part by Livestock Risk Services. That's your LRP specialist, headed up there by Dakota Moss. And Dakota wanted me to make you guys aware that during June, that is open season transfer period, you can change your livestock agents. If you're not happy where you're at, wherever you're at, you would like to change to somebody else, you can do that. It's no big deal, but you've got to get it done during June. If you wait till 1st of July, it's too late and you're stuck with who you've got. Plus, Dakota's got some new agents there working with Livestock Risk Services. Get online and check them out. Also an interactive website there where you can put in an application. You can make your changes there. You can do all kinds of things at livestockriskservices.com. Weather and videos heating up. So we always have our big summer videos, and the summer videos will pretty much price our fall delivery calves, and that won't come for several months. But these early summer videos will price your mid and late summer yearlings coming off grass too. Now, a lot of times I'll wait and talk more about the videos when they get right up against us. Now, the only one we really had is Superior's Corn Belt video that they had this week, and it was a success. They had some good prices there and looked like a lot of activity. But we've got a lot of videos coming up, and I wanted to give you guys time to consign your cattle to one of these videos of your choice. Now, you know, a lot of you are worried about price protection. If you can't decide what you want to do, well, there's no better price protection than to sell your contract your cattle or to sell them on a video for a forward contract there. Then you're locked in. You don't have to worry about it anymore. But there's going to be a lot of videos, guys, coming up later on this summer, but you need to be thinking about it if you want to get consigned to them. Superior's Week in the Rockies runs from July 8th through 12th. Western video, the one at Reno, their big Reno sale, is going to be July 8th through the 10th with Western Video Market, and that's when it's going to be broadcast with help from DV Auction. There you can check those out at WVM Cattle or go on to DVAuction.com and search for a Western video sale there. There are going to be a lot more sales coming up. Northern Livestock Video is going to have a couple of big sales this summer. One in June the 20th, one July 22nd. Joplin Regional Stockyards Primetime Livestock Video, the biggest one that they have. Of course, they do that with help from DV Auction. Their Big Bang sale this year is going to be on July the 2nd. And if you guys are interested in getting consigned to that, you need to get a hold of them pretty quick, because you want to get in the main catalog. You don't want to be waiting and get in the supplements. You want to get in the main catalog. So get a hold of your representative at Joplin Regional Stockyards for the big primetime livestock Big Bang sale that's going to be July the 2nd. There's going to be a lot of Flint Hills cattle on there, a ton of Osage cattle on there, and just all kinds of cattle. No telling how many they have. They may have 100,000 on there, not sure. Cattle Country Video's got a big sale July the 2nd also. Winter Livestock, their High Plains video is going to be late in July, about the time that they have the big King of the Ring activities going on. But and one I want to tell you about, another one that's on DV Auction, is Coffeyville Stockyards Blue Stem Special. Now I'm going to be there doing that. I'm normally at the Primetime Video Big Bang sale, but I'm not going to be able to be there this time because of the Independent Cattlemen's Association of Texas convention that's going to be the same time as that in San Marcos, Texas, and I've told you guys about that. But Coffeyville Stockyards, both Kansas and Oklahoma locations there, all are umbrellaed under Coffeyville Stockyards. Tylen Layton has a big video. It calls it the Blue Stem Special, and we have it at the Crossbell Ranch near Copen, or not outside of Pawhuska there. So June the 29th is when that's going to be, if you want to get consigned to that sale, or if you're interested in buying some cattle at that sale. Going to have a lot of cattle off the Blue Stem there, guys. So check out those videos. There's more videos than that, but I just wanted to mention some of those videos to you so that you have a chance to get consigned to one of those. And like I said, that's the best thing you can do with about price protection, is if you got those cattle already contracted out. But those fall delivery calves, we saw a few sprinkled in your Corn Belt sale. Not a lot of them. I'm kind of wondering if those fall delivery calves coming off those ranches are going to have to be weaned this year. Now, we tell everybody that they need to wean their calves at least 45 days, and then those big ranches that sell on the video, they don't wean them at all. They wean them the day that they deliver them, and they've been getting by with it. And but we're starting to see more and more weaned calves on some of these big videos. And whenever they see the premium that these weaned calves are going to be bringing on these big videos, it may coax some of these big ranchers to do it. You know, they're supposed to be the best caretakers. They'll tell you they don't have the facilities to do it. Well, they don't really want to do it any worse than anybody else. But they've been getting by with it, and it might surprise a lot of people buying those really, you know, top quality, best bred cattle there. A lot of them have bells and whistles, but most of them are not weaned or haven't been weaned. We wonder going forward if that's going to continue to be the same way. But I wanted to give you a stick-out sale off the Corn Belt sale that Superior had come off the Hackamore Ranch. There was 130 home-raised feeder steers, base weight 850 pounds, from Riva, South Dakota. They're blacks, and but there's no bells and whistles on them. Just really top quality black cattle there to deliver in September, weighing 850 at 270. Now, I told you guys that I believe that those 8-weight cattle coming off the Flint Hills will bring closer to 280, the steers, than 250. 270 would be closer to 280 than 250. I think that's what they'll bring when they deliver. Of course, most of those Flint Hill cattle sell direct. You know, they've done that for decades. They've got good buyers out there that are buying the cattle, and a lot of those guys have relationships with them, and they sell them to there every time. But every year we also see some guys that shop their cattle in the country, which the country buyers don't really like it when you shop the cattle around, and they end up taking them to the sale and get along really well with that. But a lot of the cattle out of the Flint Hills and Osage will sell direct. But I thought that was a big price for 130 steers to weigh 850 at 270 September delivery, but that wasn't in the Flint Hills. That was up in South Dakota. There was a couple of other consignments of 850 pound steers on that Corn Belt Classic that had all the bells and the whistles. They were program type cattle for current delivery and bring 276 and 278. One was in Tryon, Nebraska, and I can't quite remember where the other one was from, but they were top quality cattle with all the bells and whistles. But how about a top quote from one of our in-house sales that we help with at DVAuction here? It's Ozark Regional Stockyards in-house video, and they have those every single Tuesday. They have a video sale there. Steve Anderson, he's well known. He's been a video rep for a long time, working now with Ozark Regional Stockyards and getting a lot of cattle on there. I mean, this week they had 2,600 through the ring, another over 900 on the video, and that's pretty typical for every Tuesday. But on Ozark Regional Stockyards video this Tuesday, with help from DVAuction. They sold the Brandon Jolly cattle. He's from Doniphan, Missouri. Now that's southern Missouri towards the east side there, guys. And he had 165 steers to weigh 620 to come in late June. Be about 3 weeks from now. Weaned steers. They're white faces. They're mostly black, but some red, but all white faces. Come out of Van Newkirk, Hereford bulls there. Weaned over 50 days. 165 of those steers weighed 620. Weaned, coming late June at $325.50. Sold on Ozark's video, guys. Wow. How about their little brothers, 110 of them to weigh 470, same delivery period at $370. Very impressive sale there at the in-house video at Ozark's Regional Stockyard. Let's talk about your board on Tuesday. How about June live cattle down 17 cents at 183.75. August down 105 at 178.92. Looks like the board's doing the same thing it did last week, trying to give your packers hope to buy cattle cheaper again. But so far, guys still have their heels dug in, and these packers are short bought. If we get any relief in the board later in the week, and if we got some guys that's got balls enough to hold out, they're going to see higher prices again, especially in the northern plains late in the week. Your back months on the live cattle were down 12 to down 45, but not too much. August feeder cattle down $1 at 257.65, still way out front of our current cash index levels, but that's for August too. September down 105 at 258.67, but I just told you about some fancy cattle with no bells and whistles for September, selling at 270, weighing more than that, weighing 850, and feeder cattle futures are based on an 800-pound steer. But your back months on feeder cattle down 62 to down 97. Look at your grain, Chicago Board of Trade July corn down 1/4 cent a bushel at 449 1/4. Beans up a penny at 11.79. Kansas City hard red winter wheat down 4.5 cents a bushel at 650 1/2. No direct trade so far this week. It's just through Tuesday, but no direct trade in your 5 area feeding region so far this week at all. But we do have a market setter there. Stockman's Livestock Market in Yankton, South Dakota. They had 1,100 in overnight and 1,700 fat cattle for their fat cattle auction on Tuesday. And it kind of followed last week's trends on the direct side. Conventional cattle sold from 184 to 192. That was $1 to $2 lower. They did have program cattle there, drug-free or non-implanted cattle from 193 to 198 1/4. We'd like to see some prices like that on a direct basis, guys, but good job there at Stockman's Livestock Market. Fox beef cutout values are mixed again. The choice select spread keeps growing. Of course, you would figure that the closer we get to 4th of July here, with a lot of grilling going to be going on. Choice cuts on Tuesday afternoon, 318.21 up 79 cents. Selects were down 42 at $300.62. Your slaughter, 244,000 through the first 2 days of the week. That's 1,000 more than last week, 6,000 less than the same week a year ago. Talk about what else is going on. We've been talking about the videos. By gosh, they've got them in the southeast too. How about elite livestock sales? My good friends there, Daryl Stokes, Jerry Etheridge, Wesley Grantham, world champion auctioneer Chuck Bradley, my buddy there. And then they've got several other guys that are really, really good that are repping different parts of the southeast down there. And they've got some big sales coming up, and they have been selling the hide off of these cattle, guys. And if you want to get in on them, check out their website at Elite Livestock Sales. They have their sales through DVAuction, and they are getting a lot of interest, I tell you what, in the northern plains and out in your big feedlot areas. But the sales coming up are June the 20th That's going to be in Hope Hull, Alabama. That's the headquarters for them there. July the 25th, they've got the Black Belt Classic. That's going to be at the Cedars in Demopolis. On August the 7th, Taugaville, they're going to have the producers feeder calf sale there. And then August the 15th, they'll have the Ring the Bell sale, and that's going to be in Hope Hull, Alabama too. If you've got load lots of yearlings to sell, or load lots of calves, whatever you've got, get a hold of them at Elite Livestock Sales. I'm looking forward to seeing some of those guys. I know Jerry Etheridge will be in Oklahoma City because he's always been a big LMA guy. I'm hoping to see Daryl Stokes there too. I'm not sure if he's going to make it or not. Wesley Grantham told me he was going to be busy doing the dog work for them, and then Chuck Bradley, he's probably busy selling cars somewhere. But let's talk about your feeder cattle markets. Your real-time index on DVAuction late in the day on Tuesday, sitting at 254.43 based on an 800-pound cash auction steer up through your middle 12 states. That was up 173 for Tuesday compared to the end of Monday's trade, which was up big too. Your latest CME cash feeder cattle index was 253.39, so it stands to gain some ground there too. Talk about a big special coming up next week. Your Feeder Flash Beaver Clash special at Beaver County Stockyards is going to be the 18th of June. I'm going to be on hand there. We've got a lot of yearlings already, consigned for that special sale. Look at the yearling steers. I couldn't get them all on the screen. Look at the yearling steers at double loads there that they had this past Tuesday. We're going to have something similar to that at least next Tuesday at the Feeder Flash Beaver Clash. They had nearly this many loads of yearling heifers, guys. If you want to get some sold, get a hold of them at Beaver County Stockyards. Get them consigned. If you're interested in buying good quality loads of yearlings, get to Beaver County or get on DVAuction.com. You can view and bid that sale. How about your other sales on Tuesday? Ozark's Regional Stockyard in West Plains, Missouri. You said, gosh, you've been talking about them the whole report. Yeah, but this was the through the ring market. I told you that 2,600 through the ring. The video sales, which I told you some of what was included in that. That was another more than 900 that they had during the sale on Tuesday in West Plains, Missouri. But at Ozark's Regional Stockyard, the calves were $3 to $9 higher on Tuesday. Yearlings were steady to $4 higher. Big time sale there in West Plains. How about Ozark Livestock Commission in St. Mary's, Kansas? They sold 60 steers, weighed 861, bring 263.50 in St. Mary's, Kansas on Tuesday. Let's talk about your NationalBeefWire stick out sale of the day for Tuesday. It was Kimball Livestock Exchange in Kimball, South Dakota. They had 4,300 thereabouts feeders. Look at your best tested weights, which were your bigger feeding cattle. 347 head of 7-weight steers, averaged 769 at 285.14. 441 head of 8-weight steers, averaged 841 at 267.90. There were 434 head of 9-weight steers, averaged 959 at 240 on the button. Look at the heifers. 279 head of 7-weight steers, averaged 752 at 256.14. 1,018 head of 8-weight heifers, averaged 846 at 242.84, and 745 9-weight heifers averaged 944 at 218.75. Excellent sale there in Kimball, South Dakota. How about some individual quotes from all around? F&T Livestock Market, that's a DVAuction broadcaster in Palmyra, Missouri. They sold feeder heifers high, and these were feeders. They went to feed. 66 heifers weighed 612 at 285.50. How about Unionville Livestock Market in Unionville, Missouri? They sell the Rockin' R's, or the Smokin' R's, they've been calling them. Rockin' R Farm from Lucerne, Missouri had 3 loads in there on Tuesday. 186 head averaged 916 pounds. 916, guys, with an average price of $255.35. Wow. But the most impressive quote that I saw anywhere on Tuesday, and your Macrocin, no BS, top quote for the day, indeed come out of Kimball Livestock Exchange in Kimball, South Dakota. It was the Ollinger Jost cattle there. 68 steers, weighed 773 with a sale price of $299. That's your feeder flash for Wednesday.